In today's video, the greediest deck in Magic the Gathering Arena. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you all for taking the time to support myself and the channel. If you don't already know, Hello Good Game here, pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video, playing Esper Greed. This is a white, black, and blue tempo build that looks to deal damage and gain life, outpacing your opponent. We'll be breaking down our deck list in depth to give you a deeper understanding of how to pilot the deck effectively and efficiently, discussing both the strategies and synergies held within. Furthermore, we will demonstrate this in our ranked gameplay footage against both the best decks as well as players in-game, finally concluding with our wrap-up thoughts, deck review, and channel news. If you want to help out, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just slam that thumbs up button. Ka-ping! You can even leave a comment if you have anything to say about the video, about the deck, or you know, about your day, I guess. And of course, subscribe to the channel for future content. If you want to share your deck, you want some suggestions, the community Discord is also open for you all. A link for that's in the description below. I hope you enjoy Esper Greed. Let's take a look at the deck.
It's a new lap record!
Here we are with, again, our white, blue, and black tempo build that revolves around Treacherous Greed, a 3-mana instant seed spell. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature that dealt damage this turn. Draw 3 cards, and each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. We will hopefully be copying this spell with a Mercurial Spelldancer for 2, a 2/1 that cannot be blocked. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on the Dancer. When the Dancer does combat damage to an opponent, you can remove 2 counters if you do copy your next instant or sorcery. You may choose new targets for the copy, right? So getting 2 oil counters, being an unblockable attacker, and then sacrificing either itself or something else to copy the Treacherous Greed. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay? We have other sacrifice targets within the deck, like the Case of the Stashed Skeleton, a 2/1 with menace that cannot block. When it dies, the case becomes suspected, in which we can pay 2 to tutor a card out of our deck into hand. Whatever the specific matchup calls for, right? Lots of the times we're looking for a Greed. Lots of the times we're looking for a Sheoldred, right? Just our best cards in deck. Of course, Sheoldred is in build here. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. And if we're drawing 6 cards, that's 12 life, plus the 6 that you're gaining from this. Good luck, aggro decks. And, that's pretty cool. And of course, whenever they draw a card, they're going to lose 2 life. And it's a 4/5 with Death Touch as well for 4. And also utilizing a little bit lesser known, the Augur of Agonies for 4, a 3/4. A good budget card in lieu of within this deck. If you don't have all 3 shoulders, you can split it 2 and 2. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent's going to lose 1 life and you gain 1 life, right? So, again, that could potentially be an additional 6 damage to your opponent if you have that Augur in play, which is pretty cool. It's not just the Dancer that's unblockable, and typically the Skeleton is unblockable as well because your opponent's not going to want you to solve that case, but also the Cryptic Coat, a 3-mana equipment. When it enters the battlefield, cloak the top card of your library and equip it. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and cannot be blocked. And then you can return the coat to your hand for 2. So this is another great sacrifice target for our Treacherous Greed, as it's just, maybe it's a land or something off the top of our library that we can easily replace, as you're not actually removing the coat, just the cloaked card, which is pretty cool. If you do cloak a card that you want, like your Greed, you can bounce it back to your hand with a Fading Hope, right? It's as easy as that. Returning target creature to its owner's hand. If its mana value was 3 or less, scry 1. This can be used to protect your creatures, as well as regaining cloaked spells or offsetting your opponent's tempo. We'll have the Mite to protect our creatures as well, a 1-mana 1/1 with Toxic 1 that cannot block. It can pay 1 Phyrexian white, either 2 life or 1 white mana, tapping itself to choose a color. Another target creature you control will gain Toxic 1 and Hexproof from the chosen color until end of turn. It can also not be blocked, which is pretty groovy. Okay, our last 1-drop in deck will be the Hopeless Nightmare, a 1-mana enchantment. When it enters, an opponent's going to discard a card and lose 2 life, so pretty nice chip damage here for us while going 1 for 1 with a card in their hand. We can sacrifice it for 3 mana to scry 2, which is pretty groovy. Not bad there. We'll utilize Get Lost for 2 mana as removal at instant speed, destroying target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Its controller creates 2 map tokens. They can be sacrificed to explore. Land off the top into hand, if not, +1/+1 counter on exploring creature. No more lives for 2 at instant, countering target spell unless its controller pays 3. It will be exiled instead. This is nice to hold up alongside the coat, because we can bounce it back to our hand for 2 or counter the spell, or potentially remove if we need. Okay, another creature in deck that goes quite nicely will be Tomik, Wielder of Law for 3 mana, a 2/4 affinity for planeswalkers with flying and vigilance. And whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures will be attacking you or a planeswalker that you control, they're going to lose 3 life and you're going to draw a card, which is, again, phenomenal chip damage in deck. Hopeless Nightmare, dealing that chip damage. Tomik, dealing that chip damage. Sheoldred, dealing that chip damage. The Augur of Agonies, dealing that chip damage. Coat, unblockable. Spelldancer, unblockable. Skeleton, basically unblockable. It is definitely not something they like to block and solve the case for you. And then again, you know, compounding that damage, refilling the value within our hand through the greed, maintaining our life total, which is very good with the control and interaction in the front end of the deck as well, okay? So we'll be utilizing the Seat of the Empire, the Abandoned Mire, as well as the Soaring City for our utility lands. We will also be totally ignoring creature lands because we're too cool for school, and some basics. You could potentially utilize a creature land if you need, but I don't think that it's super necessary. I would rather, seeing as our curve within this deck is so aggressive on a 2.3, like I know you see Esper colors and think, okay, control, but it's a quick, aggressive deck, and you don't really want to be playing slow lands. You want to be curving out turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 consistently, right? And it's hard to do that with creature lands, okay? We have the chip damage, so you don't necessarily need it to get the win if you suffer a field wipe. Food for thought. I'd love your opinions in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the new deck. I certainly do. Let's play some games, and we'll meet back here to talk about any improvements that we could possibly make. Going first with, well, not Great Land. It's there. And you are building into a Shelly. Whatever. Blue source off the top, preferably untapped, but I won't be too greedy. Oh? Mono red mid-range? There's no way an aggro deck's running. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Unless they have so many of them. They're like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. Can we find our 4th? Can I also find some other non-creatures? Phoenix Chick. To 16. I mean, obviously it doesn't block and I'm unblockable. You don't know what it's like. Please don't remove my creature. Oh, they're being greedy. Guts. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted. Another non-creature. Push up our Dancer. We're going to do a little bit of a jig here. Hit for 2 to 16. Hope we'll probably honestly just bounce the Phoenix Chick here. You get out of here! I'm casting here. That's what they say, right? I'll wait for like a monstrous rage if we can find it. and whatever. Whatever. It's more so about the oil counter. It's good, but it's not a land, and I need the land. Well, I don't need the land because we're going to draw the land. But we should still confirm a land, because what if the 2 cards under that weren't lands? Or not 2, but 5. Because we're copying it. Do we wait and gain all of the life? We do. We do. Down to 12. No, 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 no. Don't do that early. 3 cards in hand. If they take the win here, I'll freak out. Down to 6, they might get it. Did they do that? Instant speed because Sheoldred. Yes, they're tapped almost. We block Kumano. They can't deal 4. This is fantastic. We still attack all. We don't have to, but we should. Kumano blocks Sheoldred. Oh. Sack the skeleton, so we solve our case. Spelldancer copies it. Draw 3, gain 3. They lose 3. Draw 3, gain 3. They lose 3. And then we also now gain 12 life in addition on top of our Sheoldred, right? Woo! Going first. Suspect land, but it's there, and we curve to 3. Oh, my favorite deck to play against. Is it not yours? Ah, play with fire. I mean, it doesn't hit us directly, so that's fine. Coat is a go. I love when they... Oh, it's the ward. I wish it didn't have it. Right? I should be able to turn it off so they could choose to target it. Please, sir, take my creature. Well, we'll block. We're going to get Blockadelphia. All up in here. It's good. It's alright. It's not that bad, okay? It's pretty good. This actually kind of helps them, believe it or not, but whatever. Getting rid of the Devastator's not bad. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, okay. We're gonna go straight to London, chat. Who thought it was okay to print this card with Sheoldred in the format? That's all I want to know. They're like, I know what would make it better. What if you could draw, like, 3 cards at a time, deal 3 damage, and also gain 3 life? Yeah, let's put that in game. Bro, you're only dealing 5 damage? No thanks. Witchstalker Frenzy anyways? I'll lose my lid. I should have blocked. Oh, you dirty dog. Down to 2. Do they shock us for the win? I deserve it. Down to 1! Oh! Close, but no cigar. All right. We're hitting for 7, 8, 9. Right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They go to 1. We still have a blocker, though. You can't tell me what to do. Do they have enough for this in the grave? I really should block, shouldn't I? Because we are going up by so much. I don't think we need to block. I'm not even going to do the math. That's how little I care. We're going to get him, though. That much I'm fairly certain of. And the life gain. Woo! Oh. Oh. I dare you to attack. That's a fantastic finisher. First, they do gain lose 2 here to 1. But then they can't even attack us. You need to stop it. That's not okay. Some of us are just trying to play our mono red deck, HGG. You're going to take that away from us too, huh? Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We also gain more life from Sheoldred on that card draw. Going first. I guess. You know, whatever. If you insist, I suppose. Hit for 2. Plus discard. Revealing us their deck. Boros. Azorius life gain. Mono white aggro. Take your choice. Get Lost is active. We do have a cloak up next turn, followed by our Sheoldred. You should tap all those things for a +1 counter, I think, right? Sick. They do scry, but whatever. Having them tapped out is always fun for me. Scry to the bottom. Maybe the scry is better than the... I probably should have taken it first. Oh well. Live and learn. What do we get? Case of the Skeleton. And we block everything, right? It's a Convoke deck, so just like try to clear the field. I did give them artifacts, and they use Gleeful Demolition. So that's probably not good. You know? They Convoke. That's kind of why, right? So can Shelly block the field? Oh. Sanguine is good. They have another land? Oh, they're just tapping out because they can't block anyways. Makes sense. That's a good tap. Hit for 3. Shelly's 5 on the draw. No attack without a War Leader's Call. Without a Recruiter to push that knight to 5. They are Exploradelphiaing. They see what's on top. Grabbing counters. They should... Yeah, no, they can't tap them and sack them. So I think Maybe that's not terrible. Bunny out. No attack. Well, no, there will be an attack and it's in the air. But they're tapping, and I don't think that that's great. Token chump blocking. That's really good. For 4 to 15. We need a Treacherous Greed off the top. Ooh, that's really good. Let's see what we got here. Land. I don't mind the bunny block. Do we? Hit for 3. Down to 10. Down to 8. We hit for 6. And then the other 2 to 8. We just need to survive this. And keep Sheoldred in play. And also our 2 attack. This is quite a list, but... You can do it! So that's not a war leader's call. It's not a recruiter. You know? The bunny is not a problem. I think we're good to go. What good are these creatures if they can't block? Yeah. Skrelv. I mean, too little too late, unfortunately. Unless you get instant speed removal. And take out Sheoldred before... Well, no, because you need to draw it. Bounce the bunny. Not agreed, it goes. Shelly can block. The 1-1. Take 10. Ooh, that wins us the game again. Hit for 6. Sheoldred is the additional 2, but we also have Tomik, so they can't even attack us because we're going to draw a card, gain life. They're going to lose life. Going first with bad land, let's mulligan. This looks better if we can find our 3rd. Keeping 6. Tossing the Mite. Mono red, my favorite. Truly. It's a nice deck to play against. It's a weird thing to say out loud, but it is. Really? I'll take it. That's a +1 counter. Are you kidding me? And a 2/2 later. They're not going to get through the ward. And there's the greed draw so early is powerful. Right? They hit us for 2 to 15, that's fine. We should block it, but I'm being greedy. Alright. I guess we should have kept land and played the blue source instead. But this is fine. Force a discard, which is always really good. Frenzy's no longer killing Tomik. There, we're going to look for a land. Not find it. And then do the other as well. Hit us for 4 to 8, 14. From 18. I mean, Godric on top's great too, but if they're looking for a land and that's, you know. Oh, it's not the same one. It's a second one. Oh my god. That's, how do you say brutal? Tomik is a go. Hope is up. We can bounce the coat to hand. I'll probably just bounce the Scoundrel though, right? Take our scry. Coat is good. We are down to 13. Scoundrel's back out with a treasure. Nope. Oh, sorry, wrong card. Okay, I have a plan. Hit for 2. End turn. I'm going to bounce this to my hand. Right? Oh, where are you going? Keep 7. A little slow, but we're here. Nightmare is a go. 2 drop off the top would be great, but whatever. Some removal, maybe. Code on 3, most likely. This is least exposed to removal. Control deck, Jace. Nice, dude. It's very cool. Land, Tomik. Cloak has ward. Should survive. Coat has ward, not cloak. Dancer's not terrible. I like that. Really? They must have pulled another Jace. Doesn't that seem weird? No. I think you've got it figured out. I'm down to 27. Wow. See if they have a field wipe here. Revelry gaining life. Blockers up. Drawing a card. Losing that life. Discard Adelphia. Farewell, because I can't cast it. Let's smash for 3. What? They take it all? Okay. There's no way they don't wipe the field. So I'm going to expose myself to the utmost to ensure that it happens. Yeah, we should have kept the mana to bounce that back, but I don't think we would have been doing much else on our turn. 2 cards left. As long as the coat survives, we could probably grind it out. No way, bro. Yeah, I was gonna say, play another Jace. Play another Jace, dude. You can't actually have a 4th Jace in hand in your top 20. Are you kidding me? No. Worthless card off the top. Do it. Give me my 4th Jace. What are our last 2 cards even? That's probably not even going to get us the win. So you've milled my entire deck, and by chance, you're telling me, just by luck of the draw, these are the 3 cards that I end up with? What's the 4th one? What's this last card? Doesn't even know. Huh. I like it. I want to see what my last card is here, if we can. I don't think it's our 4th, because I think we cast one earlier, didn't we? Or tried to. So it's not that. That's pretty cool, dude. Let me see what it is. Just let me see what the card is. You want to see what the card is? I'll show you what my card is. It was a land. 4 Jaces. Two land. Ah, sucks though. You gotta have faith. I'm gonna be honest, I meant to mulligan that. It was a bit of a misclick, but so there's a lot of good cards here. The only thing that's missing is the blue land, and we have it in deck. Right? We can even just find the 3rd in Scry. Uh-oh. Okay. The Scry is good. I should find it. It's a little slower than I'd like, but whatever. What are they doing, though? It's just like a control deck. They'll be removing every one of your cards. Oh. Oh. Okay, we're gonna find it eventually. Memory Deluge, looking at the top 4, 2 into hand, recasting it from the graveyard for 7. And then they look at the top 7 and put 2 in hand, which is pretty good. I will draw the land myself. Do you think there's a counterspell here? Yes. We'll just play the Mite then, I guess, maybe. Drawing all of the cards. That's impressive. Okay. So now we lose that opportunity. They still probably have that counter magic. This becomes solved. Which is good for us. Can find us a Sheoldred, right? Maybe another Greed. Just take our turn. Nice, okay. Second blue source. It's pretty groovy, dude. This is a sorcery, right? Yep. Just leave our blue up. I think in the control match, the cloak would be really good, right? What an absolute whale of a card. It's the big boy. Let's just bounce it back. Take our scry. Land stays. This is Ward 2. Land out. Dancer out. Cloak out. Sorry, coat out. Secondary whale, let's go. We can block it. It's fine. It's a good card of ours. What a bully, bro. Down to 2. Play Sheoldred. Laugh. Still just gonna die. Wardadelphia. We actually only go up to 5, so we're still gonna die. But I'm doing it just for fun. Oh no, we go to 8, sorry. Because it's copied. What am I thinking? Would have been nice to have this in play. We're still here, chat. I was forgetting that we copied that. Get another Greed. And we have the land to sustain, but I think so do they. 3 in hand that we don't see. Down to 2. Maybe they just kill us? Sheoldred. I'm sure they run it. Why wouldn't they? Huh. What if they get a nightmare? Oh no, it's creature or planeswalker only. They get Sheoldred. Good game. I mean, would you like to see it? Without that breach, I think we're actually in a good place to recover and come back here. Going first, let's keep 7 here. Seems pretty good. A little slow, but... Nothing beats playing slow against a domain deck. Oh? No. It's better than that. The land combo? Interesting. Hopefully we can find our 4th land off the top. That would be ideal. Milling those lands. Holy. Nice. For 3 to 17. Augur is in play. Can we survive? We need a 5th land. Oh. Okay, up to 3. Then they have the Aftermath on 4. This is 2 to flip. Maybe I'll do the next one. Let's attack, see where we get to. Just clear out the block. Have we not played a land this turn? No, so I'm definitely going to do it. They might have counter magic. No. So deal 3 and then deal an additional 3. We'll gain an additional 3 as well. And then we can play that land we wanted. Refilling our hand, which is quite nice. Up to 27 life. Acceptable. We're going to rebirth a land. They might just combo us this turn. That's why I kind of just went for it. At least it's something, Mac. And it's, you know, if it is a damage combo, maybe it makes it a little bit harder, padding our life total. Yeah, here comes the combo, I think. If they play a land on top, they win. Yep. So I think they can just take turns, is how this plays out. I mean, once you have unlimited mana, there's so many different ways you can take it, right? And again, here it goes, bringing all of those lands back, and now just again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Yep, this will go on for some time. We'll let it play out for those of you at home who are interested in it. It's quite cool because the courtyards go back to grave, right? And then you can bring them back, get that land or mana value from them via Nissa, and then just kind of keep cycling them back and forth, which is great. Right, and do it again. BEA, beautiful. No clock in best of 1 as long as you click through. Best of 3, this does take some time. They are padding their life total fairly successfully as well. And I believe they'll have a damage spell or something. Or a turn spell, untap and then damage. Are they passing turn? Oh, wow. I don't think we have lethal anymore, but the opportunity is appreciated. Six mana. Let's attack, see if we get it. Maybe just double cloak. Now, each of one of these lands taps for 3. That's basic, right? Invasion grabs, I believe, a turn spell? Doppelgang. Nice. So they copy Virtue, they copy their invasion, they copy their lands. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Now, this is going to trigger. All these invasions are going to trigger. There's the damage spell through Rage. The rest to check the hand first. We're tapped out, right? Cosmic Rebirth to keep the combo going, I guess. Then a Detour as protection as well. We've been dead for a while, but again, you know, sometimes it's nice to break these decks down for the viewers at home. Nissa Landfall's triggering. Just a bunch of mana being generated. Again, they do triple tap their basics. They're the Virtue. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, yeah. They've got it all. They truly do. X equals 30 with a lot of mana left over. Nice. Very good. Alright. Alright. Esper Greed. Not bad. So before we talk about the deck, I just want to touch on the state of the current meta. I know it's getting a bad rap, but I don't think that it's the meta's fault. I think it's the transition from a 2 to 3 year rotation. And I think that the meta as a whole is actually really, really healthy and maybe the most healthy it's been in a while. I'm certainly looking forward to these new sets because the diversity is thick. Like, yes, I know there's some really, really powerful decks. The Azorius Control, the Boros Convoke. But at the same time, there's 8 other aggro decks you can play. There's 5 other control decks that you can play that are basically just as good. And everything in between, this being a fantastic example that's still a deck that can definitely win games that, you know, you wouldn't necessarily classify as one of the best decks to play, and you're not going to win without playing that best deck. So I do think that the increased rotation has been really, really successful so far. I know a little bit frustrating, and as we do receive more cards, the power level of the decks do increase, and that is something that we are noticing within this transition that's frustrating for individuals, but let's try to forget about that. Don't focus on those decks. It's fine if you don't want to play them all day. There are so many good decks that you can play right now. Okay, so Esper Greed. I love it. Treacherous Greed is bonkers. The Augur of Agonies is pretty cool with it. Copying it, I find to be pretty cool. You know, it's a lot of life, which is offsetting the majority of the aggro meta. The only problem here is, you know, a good portion of that meta is mill-based with Jace and the control, which is hard, right? Because we like to have our creatures to copy the spell and have it trigger, obviously. And then B, we're drawing so many cards in deck that we're kind of just helping them out, which is pretty brutal. So positioned against the aggro portion of the meta extremely well. Against that control, because of Jace in the mill, it's a little bit harder to accomplish. Maybe if we really fine-tune and get good at playing it, we can make these No More Lies count a little bit more than they were for us here today. Getting rid of those Jaces, stopping the removal. So, you know, obviously the possibility is there, but you're going to have to really work on your sequencing to get the Ws because they are positioned favorably, I believe. With that being said, if you have any thoughts, opinions, hit us up down in the comments below. If you want to share your own deck, you're looking for help within something, join us in the community Discord, right? If it's not just a quick little doo-doo, comments are easy for that. But if you really need to start a conversation and get to the bottom of it, myself and the community will be pleased to discuss anything with you. Thank you so much for all your support. I truly appreciate you. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you soon in the next.